YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner of jodyscorner.com. Some rumor report. This is going to be 100% rumor, speculation, unconfirmed, unfounded. But at the end of the day, it's interesting to talk about because often there is some type of truth in a lie or truth in a rumor. So that's why we're going to go ahead and talk about this Hawkeye news. So I saw other people reporting on it, but I wanted to go to the source. And for the main reason why I'm even reporting on this rumor, it's not really, it's news, but it's not real news as far as, confirmed. The reason why I'm doing it is simply because of I found out what the source is. And the source is a startup website, it seems. Here's his website. The source is from murphysmultiverse.com. And then I look at his site. I'm like, man, look, this dude is like just starting his website. It looks really refreshed, like new, like mine does. But I think mine is a little bit crisper, but I don't know. It reminded me of my website. So look at jodyscorner.com. Here's my website. Here are my articles and stuff like that. And I just started up the website like a week ago. And I got the Avatar film news. I got the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman news, the Flashpoint news about that, and the Doctor Strange news, them losing their director. You can see like the format right here. You can see movie news. You get a drop down menu where you can select the stuff, or you could just go to movie reviews. You could click movie news and get the headers and stuff like that. I think it looks clean right now. But anyway, back to my man's website, Murphy's Multiverse. It's a startup website. It looked like he's an entrepreneur like myself and a go-getter. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to support this, man, because I have a website too, and I want to try to gain traction and start this thing up. So I see another one that's doing the same thing. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to report on this. That's the sole reason why I'm even doing this, man. So shout out to murphysmultiverse.com. This is completely rumor. So let's go ahead and read what the article says. It's about Charles Murphy. It says, exclusive, Marvel Studios Hawkeye series delayed indefinitely. Okay. Production on Marvel Studios' planned Disney Plus series, Hawkeye, has been postponed indefinitely. Originally scheduled to begin production this July, the series has now been removed from the studio's 2020 production schedule. While this news is sure to disappoint fans, the signs have been pointing towards a possible delay over the past several weeks. The studio has moved Mrs. Marvel into an April start of production and is already casting for Moon Knight and She-Hulk, both of which will film ahead of Hawkeye, meaning that while we might not see the Avenging Archer when we thought we would, the big production wheel keeps on turning. Changes to the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe necessitated the production delay, which is not the first delay on Hawkeye. The cascading changes, which will allow for some plot points of the larger ongoing narrative of the MCU to be introduced ahead of the series, have moved Hawkeye quite a way down the production list and quite possibly out of 2020 entirely. An indefinite delay does not mean it's the end for Hawkeye and might give time for Haley Steinfeld, said to have been in negotiations for a series co-lead Kate Bishop, to work out a way to fit the series into her schedule. Stay tuned for more on this story as it develops. So shout out to him for coming out with this news. I don't know what his sources are. That's the whole point of having your .com. Sometimes you have individual sources, and that's what it's all about, being an entrepreneur, building a website to try to get your credibility. So shout out to that. This is completely grain of salt. This could be made up. This could be fake news. This is a 100% rumor because it is not confirmed. So that's the important thing. There's nothing wrong with reporting on rumors, just as long as you let the world know it's a rumor. This is a rumor, but this is still news. It's something to talk about. So let's talk about. Let's assume. Because we all know with the, like on jodyscorner.com, look, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness loses its director. So let's go ahead and take a look at my article on jodyscorner.com. She looks fire to me, if you ask me. So Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, it loses its director over creative differences. So if we look to my article, and we can see the quotes here that I have, this is from the director. He says, Marvel and I have mutually agreed to part ways on Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness due to creative differences. I am thankful for our collaboration, and I will remain on as an executive producer. That's what EP means. So if you compare this news with this news, it makes sense that things don't look good for the MCU. For Doctor Strange to lose its director is a large blow, especially because he's the one that made the first Doctor Strange film. So and especially when you saw the video. So when they went on video and he was so excited on the stage, he says, "Yeah, we're gonna bring the first dark, gothic, scary MCU movie to the MCU, yeah. And everybody in the crowd was so excited. And the announcer says, you had me at Gothic. And then you could hear someone, Kevin Feige's like, yeah, go ahead, laugh it up. And someone in the audience screamed out, is it going to be rated R? Kevin Feige was like, no, it's PG-13 and you're going to love it. So it was like, whoa. The directors were probably, you can see the director's kind of like, he's out of there. So they can see they don't want to really do the dark element stuff. And that's my reason for it. That's what I believe is the issue. Now, let's say that this news about Hawkeye is 100% true. Let's play. Let's say they're getting rid of it. And you know, he's saying in this article, it says indefinitely removed from the schedule. That means it's pretty much canceled. So I'm going to use the word canceled. Let's just say it's canceled and it's out of there. What could make this happen? I don't know if any of you guys are aware, but there's been some rumors, some news circulating around Jeremy Renner, the actor, about his personal life. I don't really know fully about what is going on, so I don't want to speak on things that are going on in his life that I don't know of. But what I heard, you guys can Google it and find out very simply, but I heard that Jeremy Renner was involved with some alcohol abuse and I believe domestic violence. I believe it had something to do with the relationship about him allegedly. I think this is not, I'm not sure, but I think allegedly he was abusing his partner that he was with. It was some substance abuse and I believe rumored physical abuse, something like that around him. And he was in the news and not looking too good. And a lot of people were like, yo, he's going through the motions and stuff like that. So with Jeremy Renner as the actor, he's kind of having that kind of, it reminds me of what Ben Affleck was going through. And if we remember what Ben Affleck was going through a tough divorce. He had a mistress who was the babysitter. But above all that, he was suffering with alcohol abuse, going back and forth to rehab and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, he was in a superhero position. He loved the Batman. Then I think he's just despised it at one point. He quit. He was no longer Batman. He lost it. He quit, whatever it was. They parted ways. And that sounds a lot like what Jeremy Renner was going through a couple months back, I think. So that might, if this is true, then I think that's exactly what it is. I think that Marvel doesn't want to be involved with whatever he has going on personally. Maybe a lot of insiders know more details of what's going to happen to Jeremy Renner, and maybe they know that the news is coming on Jeremy and they don't want to be involved with it. Maybe Jeremy Renner came to him and said, look, I got this going on and some of it's true, but it's not going to look good, which I want to do. And Kevin Feige probably was like, yo, all right, let's just go ahead and see if this blows over. We're going to take your stuff off the schedule and see what happens there. This is all speculation, but it's interesting to talk about some of the Jeremy Renner situation. Him having drama is definitely true. There is something truth behind that. But if this is true and they do delay this Hawkeye show, that's a bummer. It's not a good look for the MCU. 2 back-to-back blows in the same week is not a good look. It doesn't look good for the future of the MCU, because me personally, I was looking forward to seeing Hawkeye's Disney Plus TV show, simply for the fact that he's an OG. You know, I kind of grew into watching him grow, and especially in Endgame, I really wanted to see him and Black Widow. That's why I'm so hyped for this Black Widow movie. So this is disappointing news if it's true. If it's not, we move on and we forget about it because it's a rumor. So don't, if you feel the need to, you want to let people know that a rumor's out there, that's fine. If you want to keep it on the hush because you want something more solid and confirmed, do that as well. But at the same time, I like to support people who are out here doing the same thing as me. Shout out to this dude, Charles Murphy. His name's Charles Murphy of murphysmultiverse.com. Check out murphysmultiverse.com. Check out jodyscorner.com. Right there below, right there under my man's face. Website's clean and more things coming to it to make it more user-friendly. Shout out to Louis Lecca. Shout out to the Nerd Report for helping me out. Nerd Report is tight. Check out his YouTube channel. Check out nukethefridge.com. That's his website. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Let me know down below what you guys think about this news. I'm Jody Joe, and I'm out this thing. Deuces.